Fishing with Petrie. Petrie dish. I should have been using that for decades with women saying, "Hey, I'm a dish." What? Charles Petrie. Petrie dish. Just add an E. I might have. Well, probably wouldn't have, but for somebody else, it would have gotten them smiles from the fairer sex. What can I do? I mean, it's not. Yeah. My lack of history is not because of my looks. I mean, well, you've seen what I look like. It's other stuff. Poor timing. How I ask. Anyway, tis with the tis. But as you can see, I'm ready to drop some timber. This is day 11. 10 of the days I've only had to draw 16 because I was on time. Though there's no set time, I was doing it on the day that I was supposed to. Only once, on the 5th. I don't know what happened. I ran out of time and didn't think about it at the right time. But here I be. Oh yeah, set up the time. 48 minutes. That's important that it's done in 48 minutes or less. Yeah, it's not like pizza delivery. 30 minutes or it's free. But I certainly do it in less than 48 minutes. Boom. And we're starting. See? And we're 240 something in. Okay. Now, if I pick the right pencil, this. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, what's your story today? And since there's only one of you who's been here, maybe you're gone, I'm talking to you directly. Tell me about your triumphs, your defeats. Oh, I kind of like this one. Hmm. 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 I'm feeling bubbly. Can't you hear it? Wow. Big bubble. Filled with little bubbles. Well, I guess those aren't bubbles. Oh, squished bubbles, maybe. Oops. Well, I guess I gotta work work my way back to where you believe. Oh, it's it that I'm sticking around. I'm not gonna go for days at a time. Well, days at a time where if I broadcast, I'm not broadcasting along for very long. Like, yeah, broadcasts where they cut out at 6 minutes or less. Mm, not good. So I understand the hesitancy to dish, but I'm here. So as a Canadian, I don't know what to say about today other than yeah, it was a day. It was a Tuesday, as you remember. Oops. Oh yeah. I can't afford to sit back. Time keeps ticking forward, and I don't stop the time. It's real time. It's boom. 48 minutes or less. Always less so far. Even if it was only seconds. And my writing, my time drawing is has something that my non-time drawing does not. I mean, would you disagree? You've seen both. Oops. Oh no. I got what Carell had in Bruce Almighty. Blah, 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 blah. No, I sometimes do nonsense first, and for a second I forgot I was broadcasting, so that must have sounded weird. Yeah, well, you sound weird. Shut up. Well, don't have to listen to me, but I'm glad you're here. Ooh, 3. Ah, okay. Let's get one for each day of the week, and then each day of this month. And then a case of 2-4. Not that I drink beer. I mean, I have before. Gotten was a good part of 3 of my 4 drunks. Then a length of the month. And then my age. So, or age to be. Can we get to 50? At least 49? I know that's a ways away. I mean, I'm talking live views. Is that too much to ask? Are you not entertained? "37 minutes left." Not 37 minutes. Yeah, if I had 11 minutes and if I had only 11 minutes left and well, 13 drawings, yeah, I'd be up a creek without a paddle for sure. And my detractors would be laughing. Ah ha ha ha! He got cocky. He won't finish half. Hmm. Well, if I don't. 'Oops. Shaky, shaky. Shaky, shaky. Shaky, shaky. Shaky, shaky. Oh. Oh yes, which one do I like most on this of the four? And whoa, 17 minutes? Yikes. That's more. I'm gonna have to pick up the pace. Yeah, I guess I like four the most. So that's one. That's two. Oh yeah. That's one. That's five. That's nine. That's 13. Now I gotta pick up the pace. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick up the pace, because I'm not gonna. Yes, I like my template. Tch, I know, I say I must draw faster and then I immediately pick a drawing that's gonna take me time. Hey, hey. Dumb. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Come on. And I have 28 minutes left. Yes, the odds decrease the more involved the drawings. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. I know, such musical talent. No, I don't claim to have any musical talent. I joke that I've been thrown out of countries for singing. Ah, this site is being a pain in the butt. Okay, just know your place, site. Don't have you up, then stay down. Hmm. Chun, chun, chun. Uh-oh. How many will I have left when I get down to 11 minutes? At least I've entertained 4 people today, right? Even if you're only here for 30 seconds, you were here, so you count. And if you want to go and drop a comment now, it'd be much appreciated. The gold you have kicking around, the gold coins, that'll be nice too. Thank you. Hmm. Oops. Oh. There we go. Ooh. Okay, we need some quickies. Hmm. And I think after I do the drawing, I'm gonna do some writing, of which I've done none yet today. Well, I was working on something creative before, but that's not writing. Hmm. Oh, yes. Ooh, getting close. Ah, well, let's see. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh, what? Can I get to 9? And then that would be 7, 7 and 11 minutes. Yeah, I got this. Ooh, 1851. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, 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 vroom. Vroom, 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 vroom. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Oops. Oh yeah, favorite. Not. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 6. So 17. Well, like I said, 8. I'll get 9 done. This will be one of my. Ooh, 8. 8 days a week. It's the Beatles. Yes, they sung a song 8 days a week. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, it was a little bit like dun-dun-dun, Sports Center. Dun-dun-dun. Ooh, 15 minutes. Whatever am I going to do? Like, seriously? Uh-huh. Heavens, the Megatron. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I'll just. Yeah, I wasn't doing it convincingly, so. Oh yeah, have I been drifting off again? The drifting off the. Ooh, 12 minutes. You're gonna have to pick up the pace because I am not failing this. Nope. 16 and 48 minutes or less. That's the Petrie dish promise. Eesh. Okay, now I really gotta shut up and draw. Poor little frog thing. He's got only nubs. His limbs are growing back. See, he's a little regenerator. So he won't be hands free for long. Yeah, well, I don't have time to frick around, so 10 minutes to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drawings. Now you can ask, can he do it? The answer is yes. Of course, he's done it before. Will he do it today? What do you say? Anyone here to cast a vote, say yay or nay that I'll do it? I mean, it goes without saying that I have the time, even though 9:40, well, 9:30. I'm in the 9:30s now. So there goes the wiggle room. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. There goes the wiggle room. Ah, there goes the wiggle room. I am not failing. No, whoa, holy crow. And, hmm. Yeah, I'll go with Little Nubby. Oh, wow. Okay, just over 8 minutes to draw 4, so 2 minutes. Got 7. See? 702. For 3. No. 550 for 2. Yeah, I think I'm good. Dummy. Uh, glad that I was able to make it through. Yeah, I got 450. I think I'm good still. Ah, I'll leave that. Boom, 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 boom. There. Mm, 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 mm. And a slightly bigger and slightly faster model. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. 309. Oh no, I'm gonna have less than 3 minutes to draw a drawing. However will I manage? If only I had speed. Time for a word. What is the word? Done. 'Cause done, thanks to the end. Yes, I don't know how bad I was this time, but it definitely. Okay, draw a little leaf. Okay, we go like this. Leaf flying through the air. It's a very windy day. Ooh, 147. Oh no, was he premature? Did he put done too soon? Almost. Can he make it with a minute 30 left? Oh, thank God he's so fast and kind of good. Like there's a je ne sais quoi to his art, is there not? His drawings? Well, they're art, but he's not an artist. No, I am not. Oops. Yeah, I know. I hope I'll be better when I have. Wow. Can you see how much time there is left? Not even 30 seconds. Well, one more. Cloud. There, I'm done. In the nick of time, he does it again. His 58th race. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even. Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't. Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. I like done the most. So, because I don't. Oh. I don't think. Well, okay, I know you didn't see them all. See if you agree. Oh, you might have different ideas. Okay. Draw timber 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. I went with 4. Okay, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I went with 4. Ha! Dishing out draw timber. 5 minutes. I was still drawing 5 minutes ago. Mr. Wiegand of the Wiegandest Wiegans that ever Wiegand in all the Wiegand world. Just doing draw timber. I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, I'll give you a question of the day that I'll come up with in. I'll come up with. Oh, you're still listening. Okay, so the question of the day is. I'll put the review of my draw timber on hold as I sit back and think, what is the Wiegandest question that I could Wiegand? Well, not at all, since I'm not a Wiegand. Um, ah, okay, if you drink a glass of water, you acquire the power of momentary godfulness. If you drink a glass of beer, you win a championship of your choosing, and it's yours for the rest of your life. So, like, you want to be a Stanley Cup champion, you're a Stanley Cup champion. You know, you want to have a Super Bowl ring, and you have a Super Bowl ring. Olympic gold medal, boom. Masters green jacket, boom. So even though you didn't actually, you get retroactively, you're the champion. History's rewritten for the rest of your life. Even though you know you're not really the champion, you get to, see, I have the evidence. Proof, there's my ring. Yeah, I did something for the team. Or the country. Or you have momentary godfulness where but careful with momentary godfulness, because if you say the wrong thing, like if you say eternal knowledge, like all the knowledge, your brain probably cannot contain all the knowledge, so you fritz out and so you'd take the momentary godfulness. What would you do with your moment of godfulness? Because you drink the water, you get the momentary godfulness. So a moment, we'll say, is 48 seconds. 48 seconds, you can say one thing in those 48 seconds. What are you saying? So don't say all the knowledge in the universe, because you'll overload your brain and you'll be fried. And don't say you make over your wife, because she'll see this and say, Chris, we talked about this. Now you can make over yourself. That's fine. Then she'd say, "Oh, Chris," but don't make over your wife. Universal justice, though. So, well, of course, justice. Justice. Some justice is, oh, you stole something, cut off your hand. Death penalty, or so you could have some fun with that. I'm not saying that momentary godfulness syndrome is like having genie's wishes, which sometimes turn out to be really bad, but that would definitely be a story. Because you could end up suffering from the justice that you asked to be, depending. Well, people who believe in the death penalty. And first answers only. Hey, it's my glass of water and my glass of beer. I get to make. No, that's a good answer. Thank you for answering. I don't know how it would work out for you. Yeah. And, even if it's not genie level of or monkey paw, you might get tripped up. Now, it'd be cool if your wife, if you're anywhere near your wife, if what she would say. Would she take the water, or would she take the beer? And if she took the water, if she took either, what would she choose? So that's the question of the day. Thank you, Chris. Till you're still here, or till you're not. You drink the glass of water, you get momentary godfulness syndrome, which, for the purposes of this question, is 48 seconds long. You've got one choice. Be careful what you got into existence. Like, don't ask for all the knowledge in the universe because your brain cannot contain all that knowledge and you're going to fry your brain and be, I don't know, comatose for the rest of your life or at least for like a week. And you'll never be the same again. And you might twitch involuntarily. So don't ask for all the knowledge in the universe. Now, if you ask for access to all the knowledge in the universe, which would come in the form of we'll make it a God's PDA. You'd never have to pay for a cell phone again. It wouldn't chip. It wouldn't blemish. It wouldn't never drop a call. Permanent Wi-Fi. As many apps as you wanted to download. So, I can get you the God phone for as little as 1,000 gold a month. Just saying. It might take a year, but hey, have I steered you wrong yet? So, momentary godfulness syndrome, or you can have any championship in the world. Either you were retroactively a player or manager or water boy or girl or whatever. You were somehow history was edited and you edited in such a way that you now have a Super Bowl ring or Stanley Cup championship, gold medal, Nobel Peace Prize. But you're gonna know that you didn't actually earn it. But you'll be able to say I have it, and no one will take it away. But you'll know the truth, and only one other person will know the truth, just so they can nag you and be disappointed that you actually chose the beer. Unless they chose the beer too, and then you can be co-conspirators and say, "Whew, hee hee hee, you got your Stanley Cup ring, and I got my Nobel Prize in literature." And thank you, Chris, for being the weekendest of the weekends who ever weekend in all the weekend world. Weekend on. Avat weekendness. Because there's the French saying, Avat santé. No, it's just, hey, I don't put a lot of thought into the questions. It's just spur of the moment. Though once I did the week of the down by the riverbank, I thought about the fruit before, and most of them were fruits of color or kind, like grapes, green and red. When I had citrus fruits, I never wrote these down. I should start writing these down. Actually, that would be weekendness. Um, ooh, I'm getting up to 17. 17 was 1988. Wow. That was the summer. Well, what was it? End of July to the middle of January that I had a girlfriend. The only girlfriend I had in high school, and I didn't meet her in high school. I'm okay. I'm back to full net, and for the moment I have a home phone and TV, but I'm gonna suspend those services because, yeah, I just need the net. How are you, Monsieur Weekend? Monsieur Weekend, how are you? And how is your family? And I would be curious of what your wife would say. If she would take the water or she would take the beer. And yes, I think I will talk like Frenchmen, like fake Frenchmen, for the rest of this. Well, until I grow tired of it, which may have already happened. I don't think I'm talking French now. And the draw timbre, even though I'm the only one doing it, and hopefully I'll have maybe someone else will. Oh yeah, this is semi-sane is semi-good. So this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth. I went with the fourth as my favorite. This is 5. This is 6, 7, 8, and I went with 6. Though I like the little wheel, little wheel here. And then 9, 10, 11, 12, and I went with 9. 10, sorry. And then there's 13, 14, 15, and 16. Oh, you like the bubble guy, eh? There is the bubble guy. Oh. Thank you. Bubble guy says bubbles. He's still learning how to speak English. Yeah, I saw that. I went back and saw. He actually does perfect sign language, though, Mr. Bubble Guy. American Sign Language. This is something I drew one day recently. You bastards! His friend was killed! Even though the pointy stone should be not shown, I'm gonna say that it's some kind of phasing thing, and that's why it's like that. Oh yeah, they are. And I can balance loonies and toonies. I mean, anyone can. I balance, and I can balance on this level too. And when I get my hands on a webcam. I'm going to do, eventually, I'll do a 12-hour broadcast. And I will, let's see, 25 loonies and toonies up here, and 15 here. That'll be my aim. And I'll have the webcam pointed so it takes both levels, or even maybe just the one level, depending how it works, where I place it, how I can place it. And that's what the whole broadcast it'll be pointed at the loonies and toonies. Yeah, but it's the shape of them, it's not magic. Like, you could do it if you had a loony or a toonie, because you can balance toonies too. Can't balance any other coins because they're not. Well, maybe you can. Oh my god! Woo! I balanced a nickel. Oh yes! Woohoo! People are watching me balance coins. Ha! 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 Let's see. Can I balance? What do you think? Can I? Oh, that's a nickel. I want a dime. I want a dime. There's a dime. What do you think? Can I balance a dime? Can I balance a dime? Maybe I better try up here. Oh, yes, he balances a dime as well. So, nickel, dime. Oh, gotta see if I can balance a quarter. Do I have a quarter? Do I have a quarter? Oh, can I do a... I think this is a penny. It's... yep. That's a beaver. Oh yeah. Well, quarter. I don't know about a quarter. It is resisting me. So nickel, the dime, a loony, and a toonie. I talked to someone who sounded real keen on that, but that would have been, I expected, Tuesday, and no, this is Saturday. Well, I have designs on one day making streaming my thing. And I believe I can make it happen. Gonna need some believers, or I need people to join the orchard, which sounds like a cult, but it isn't. Hmm? Yes, he found people. And to that end, I have seven levels of invite, and 5 of which are ready, and the last 2 are gonna be interesting on the shipping costs, but those are the 2 biggest levels I'm offering. And I have another idea to propose this an entity. And I'm gonna hit up some corporations. Like there's a certain soft drink whose name I won't mention until they agree to sponsor me, so but I like that soft drink. And I like pizza, so I definitely try to get a pizza sponsorship. Hmm, I don't know. It's not looking good for the quarter. I'll have to try another time maybe. But Toonie Looney, nickel and dime. Oh, 315. Now we don't have the penny anymore, but I still have pennies. Somewhere. Oh, oh, hmm. Ba 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 da ba da ba da 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 ba ba da ba da ba da. Ah, stalled at 17. I can't even get my live viewership to 18 so I can get oh, I'm not saying I'm gonna get any, but I like the levels I'm offering, and I think they're very fair, and we'll see what happens. All I can really do is put it out there and make it a formal thing, and people will go yay or nay. And I mean, the easiest answer is nay. Nay. Um, I'll keep pestering my bank. Hopefully, well, if I can show my bank some better numbers, like, well, I think Eventually, I'll get back to the 200 a day. I think 200 views a day, because I was getting that, starting to get that regularly before I was unable to stream for a while. Well, properly stream. Ha! 19! That's my number! Now this stream can get drunk in every province and territory in Canada. But it can in the United States. Which, not to get too political, but if you can die for your country, you should be able to get drunk in your country. Yeah. I mean, not that I encourage people to get drunk, but and yes, alcohol kills, and alcoholism is terrible. And if you can get violently ill and be a stupid jerk or just be, you know, there's so many negatives with alcohol, but if you can handle it, you have a few drinks, like not ideally not all the time. I mean, pubs and bars would like, so you'll be here 3 nights a week and spend $50 each time. Thank you. It's like some people, alcohol, it's not a problem. And is there that much different? Yeah, there's differences between 18 and 21, but anyway, 4 times in my life I classify myself as having been drunk. 3 of them involved rugby and beer. 92, 93, and 2003. That third time I passed out, not from the alcohol, but because I hadn't hardly eaten that day and it was long into the night or even into the next morning where, because I shut down in one place and woke up the next morning in bed. Apparently, having been found in between a neighbor's place and home. But I had on, and it was October, just on my birthday. Like, well, the Sunday was my birthday. But I had a night, I had a winter jacket on and shiny pants, so I wasn't gonna wake up dead. But shocking and terrible for some, but you know, like I think I must have had breakfast, but one burger all day over all those hours. So I was not troubled. I don't look back at that as a troubling event, although other people would still be like, "Oh, that was terrible." Uh Probably once, yeah. That seems like something I've certainly seen it, and maybe. Um, I did get thrown out of a bar in Ottawa for sleeping. Oh my God! Public admissions. Well, I don't, I don't like the taste of alcohol. It's also more expensive than soda, and I don't like the taste of most alcohol. So yeah, I probably did it once, but rugby things are also playing lots of games, and I didn't play for very long because I couldn't tackle to save my life. Though I did play in Europe on a tour, so and I was pretty good at scoring practice tries. Like one summer, I scored. Over the years, I forgot the number, but it was more than 52, less than 56. Granted, they were only in practice, but hey, it was a thrill for me to be able to score. Well, it doesn't. I mean, I drank other times, and maybe others might say that, like, maybe at least one other time it could be argued. But my official record, I go no, only four. Because there was one other time, what I had five Southerns and sevens, but I don't think I didn't classify myself as drunk. I got a text. Let's see who texted me. Oops. Ah, I think I'm still getting texts from the person who last had the number because I don't have an account with them, so I don't know why. Hmm. Well, I'm sure it's less than 100, right? The number of times you've been more than one, less than 100. Of course, that's a dangerous thing. Yeah, that's like talking partners. If you you have a number in your head that's like it's not a thing, and then you say the number, and the person hearing the number goes what? So you got partners and drunkings. Like which if you knew your exact number of drunkings and your exact number of partners and or number of times each incident of well we'll call it just the what you normally think of, not self-care, because anyone can do self-care. Okay, so that's math. So 5 years in college. So how many days is that, or how many? Okay, how many weeks? So you're talking what? All of September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, and say, okay, say, so 8 months. So 4 times 8, 32. So 2 times 32, 64. So 64 times 5. I don't know what 64 times 5 is. Quick! Quick, where are the mathers? Come on. Wow. If my math, if that math that I was any, that's 320. Plus all the years since. They say drunk, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't get drunk anymore. Maybe you don't drink. But even once a month, that's 12 times mumbly mumbly. Well, yeah, that math that I did, that's 320. So, wow. That's at least you can tell your wife it's bigger than the other number. It's bigger than the other number. And as long as you're responsibly drunk, like no, not getting behind the wheel and maybe not getting drunk on a work night. My other number is higher than my drunk number. Wow. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say because you probably drunk, drunk, drunk Chris probably said a stupid thing or two, or woke up with a hangover. Yeah, I only had a hangover the first time, and no, not that first time, but the first time I got drunk, and it was after a rugby practice. I had what 6 beer in a couple hours, and one of the players helped walk me upstairs. So let's see, that was 92. I was well, I was 20 because it was in the summer, so I only turned 21, and I had to mow lawn at Park Safari the next day. So that wasn't a fun job. So that day was doubly not fun. But I don't think though for my birthday dinner the last of the rugby drunkings, I had spare ribs that night, and I don't think my taste buds were as no, my taste buds were not as appreciative of them as normally they were, and that was the last time I had the special spare rib sauce that I had while growing up.
Holy, 50 beers in a weekend? You know, it was okay. Not suggesting you stream 50 beers, but it would be interesting if you did a beer review. You know, you could pick 10 different beers, like, take a beer from Canada, United States, Germany, Belgium, Japan, Australia. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you've got Canadian in you. But you could do like 12 beer from 12 countries. You could even pair it with food. Like, ah, do do a beer tasting. Pair each beer with food, and then stream the whole thing. Do it with a couple of 2 or 3 people. So you spread out like enough so that each taste of beer, like you buy 12 bottles, different countries. Actually, you could probably hit up a bar. Uh, hey, nothing else. Hit up a bar. Say, okay, if they don't have from different countries, just 12 different beer, because they might sell as many as 12 different beers, but you say you'll promote them, and they can give you an ad, and they pay for the beer, and you and a couple of friends, you have it, whatever, just so that each you have just a little bit of each bottle, so it's all spread out amongst whatever number, and you pair it with food, or go to a pub or a bar that serves food, and like you could certainly do six. Or go right to the source. You know, you could call it Brewfest or whatever. Brewfest with the Wiegans, Chris Wiegand and friends. You could even, well, I mean, you could have audience participation. Okay, so for beer, yeah, but you would be tasting, so you could do more. So, and not like wine tasting where you spit it out, but where you drink it. You taste it, and then you swallow it. Like you do. So you could do 12 beer, because you'd only be having a shot glass worth of beer, say, because that's why you'd be doing it with friends. So the beer would be poured out evenly amongst the 4, 6, 8 people, or you'd have a non-taster who would, get a little bit of beer, get whatever left with, so that, that would be that's what I'm. And you could stream that, paired with, you know, pair it with food, beer and chicken wings, beer and potato chips, beer and potato skins, beer and you do it with small foods, beer and fries. You want to get fancy, beer and shrimp. People would watch the out of that. And if you figure out the topics that you're going to be talking about, like you do this over a couple hours,
That would be a, think of it like a show. People would watch that. I'd watch it. Get people who can string some words together, at least be funny, And nobody's gonna be drinking like a whole beer. Oh, for sure. Hey, people love food shows and food and drink shows, and I mean, you could even do it. If you talk like on here, they've done cooking things like where a bunch of different streamers have done it. You could propose or just figure out who would be good to do. Like, okay, if you want to work in the international aspect, you get a Canadian streamer because you're streaming in the States. You get a streamer, a streamer in Japan. Hell, Daniel Miner, he's in Japan. Maybe he'd do that. Or each, okay, well, okay, well, you would do yours with a bunch of people, but then the people in the other countries, they could do, like, you have a Canadian streamer, so not me, because I don't have the setup for it, and I'm not drinking beer, even Canadian beer. I mean, but you can find a streamer in Canada, you could find a streamer in Japan, yeah. Uh, streamer in England, like maybe hell in Helen would do Helen Wallace would maybe do the get her as the UK rep for your beer night. Or vegan dough. Daniel Daniel Miner's in Japan. He likes food, and he'd probably, you could ask him if he'd do a beer, you know, taste of Japanese beer and pair it with sushi or something. Um, there's well, okay. I mean, doesn't all have to be beer, but he's a good broadcaster, and if you make it, I mean, whiskey pair. So see, you've got okay. You already know you're in the United States. You got you've got UK, you've got Sweden. You can certainly find someone in Canada. I mean, the Car Hungers, they're in Canada. So you should definitely do this. Definitely, definitely do this. Yeah, pizza and beer. That's a good combination. Even Italian pizza and beer. Or each country takes a different alcohol. Like, so you do beer because then somebody could do wine. Someone could, like, Nazim in Italy could do wine, pizza and wine, and Helen Wallace could do whiskey and I don't know whiskey. What's a good English? Well, if the only thing have a beer with me, that's good. Except if they're not all having beer, it would be better to have a something with me. Well, if you're all doing shot size amounts of drinks, have a shot with me, or and you'll figure out a good title. But if they're all doing beer, yes, have a beer with me. That's a perfect title. But if they're not all doing beer, and oh well, and there's sure to be people in well, you can probably hit. Well, Haps has what? And how many continents does Haps have? They have North America, Europe, Asia. I don't know if they have anyone in Africa. Yeah, have a drink with me. There, boom, perfect. And by having it as a drink, someone could have, like you've got beer, you've got wine, you've got whiskey. Someone could do fruit juice, someone could do soda, and all of these things would pair well with a food. And definitely, now, not to tell you what to do because, well, I could tell you and you could say dish off, but this has got to be. This has got to be. Well, there's the Haps, the woman from Haps. She does well, the one with cancer, so maybe she wouldn't do that, but she also does the F1. She does an F1 show. I think she doesn't she's not North America. She's not in North America. I think she's in South America. But there's definitely there's Aussies. I think there's I think I've seen someone from Australia. I've watched their stream, so like the only continent you shouldn't be able to reach is Antarctica unless you get some researcher. I'm a researcher in Antarctica and I'm doing this. Have a drink with me. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, the Caribbean. Okay. But you got to figure there's someone in South America. But hey, even getting three continents, North America, Europe, Asia, that's pretty good. And then if you get someone from Africa, that's four. 4 of 7 is pretty good. And Australia, that's five. So that's pretty damn good. But uh, I want to see this happen. Please. I mean, yeah, it's my idea, but if you were talking about this, from all that we've talked about this, yeah, that would be something that would be interesting. So just remember when you sign your lucrative sponsorship deal with a major brewery, to remember me. At least with
and this wouldn't be impossible without the dish himself, because he suggested it and I ran with it. And oh, I'm down to 15%, so I won't be. I thought I'd be writing a little bit, but yeah. So I might make 2 hours. Don't know. So you should. Okay, cool. But yes, please. I hope you do this. Figure out where all the people are gonna be, what they're gonna be drinking, uh, all the foods that are gonna pair, because this will work better with food and drink. I mean, you can all just drink with me, but pairing it with food would add to the, well, it would bring in the foodies, and it's more expansive and more higher brow, because you're pairing food and drink, and that's, oh yes. And some people have to be up really late and some people up really early, but there's you can pick a time, like early late morning, early afternoon is going to possibly be the best time, because Europe, it won't be too late. It's not going to be too late in Asia because they're 12 hours. So maybe, so but you pick it, you do it on a Saturday, so people still have Sunday. Uh, so they're doing it no later than on Sunday. Um, and if you do it in October, you've got as much as a month to do it, to get everything squared away. And well, yeah, start with that. And I mean, hey, you go, like, you go to the microbreweries and say, look, I've got a worldwide audience. I'm not asking for like, you're gonna ask for 4 bottles, 4 to 6 bottles at most, that I think they can. And then you'll talk about their microbrewery. You'll show their product to an international audience. Whatever the audience will be, but you could get a couple hundred live views and then replay views too on something like this, especially if it's promoted. And hello, Haps, you should help make this a thing. Maybe it could be the broadcast of the week. The week it's aired. So Haps, you can get behind this because it's a cool thing. I mean, we're not encouraging drunkenness. It's just having some beer, some whiskey, some whatever with food. So it's a food and drink episode. You know, you can talk about you know sports. You can talk about like all the things that are around food and drink. So you can highbrow, lowbrow. Sports and drinking. Food. Holidays and food and drink. So you can spread it out over 4 to 6 hours easily. Well, yeah, I'm a small idea factory. And sometimes sharing them can be, oops, someone maybe didn't treat you right with how you shared something, but I still share. Got to work for that producer credit. And I see, perhaps not only do I help myself, I'm able to help others. So remember that when I come to you. Not that you guys. I mean, I've gotten money from. I've gotten gold from. I don't know, either Peter or Pablo. So. But ideas are easy. It's the execution. But I hope that Haps gets behind this and the people you reach out to say sure, and they come up with ideas what would pair well with, like, I'm sure the Aussie's gonna say, oh well, I know the perfect thing that pairs, like with the beer or whatever I'm gonna drink. And Helen Wallace, she'll have good ideas of what pairs well with whiskey. Daniel, I think I could see him doing this, and he'd have a good idea what would pair well with, like, maybe he'd pick sake. What would pair well with sake? Like, also with his wife being Filipina, maybe he'd do sake for where they are, and then and something a Filipino food, because that would be a good mix of things. And you'll certainly be able to find someone in Canada. And let's see, today is the 11th. So let's see, October 19th is a Tuesday, so that means Monday is the 18th, Sunday is the 17th, so Saturday, so 9, 2, 9, 2, 9, 16, 23, and 30. Those are the 5 weeks. Those are the 5 days to do it. 2, 9, 16, 23, or 30 to fall within Oktoberfest. And obviously 2 is too early. Maybe 30th is too late. So 16th or 23rd. My figuring, if my counting back was correct. So the 16th, that's more than a month time to get. Yes, mine. Well, that's what I was counting back from. My birthday's on a Tuesday, so Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday. So 20, 19, 18, 17. Yeah, so 16. So 2, 9, 16, and 23. So your best dates, 16 or 23, because both those are more than a month from now, and a month is a good amount of time to start promoting it. Like, once you've figured out your roster, then you ask them. Ooh. Oh. I'm down to 5%, so I'm gonna say thank you, Chris. Weekend on, and keep us all up to date. And you can certainly do a broadcast of your own, talking about have a drink with me or whatever you're gonna finalize the title is. So this was a very productive conversation, and I look forward to seeing you get 400 views live and replay on this at least. And for everybody else who was here,
Yeah, October 16th is a good, because that's just over a month, and yeah. 10/16/21. Get her done. You're not gonna get drunk on 4 shots of beer. If you do, well, if you do, okay, if you do the whole beer yourself, yeah, maybe you will. But if you make it a night a night in with the wife and you know a, another couple or 2 other couples, then it's like a party, and and she can wear, she can cover her face if she doesn't want to be, know, too much on. Wow, hey, that's up to you. But you just remember, you want to keep, because you will be broadcasting, so you want to be at your weekendist. But yeah, this was good. So, and to everybody else, peace and pizza. And I'll be back again real soon. That's either a promise or a threat. Okay. But hey, you can invite her. Tell her to be like a dinner party. And you're gonna get like 200 to 400 views easily. Live and replay. So, peace and pizza, I'm out. I'll be back soon.